Now then, YouTube, and today on What Can Cockney Fuck Up Today? No, not really. I'm going to do a taking apart and a cleaning like a light resto of a Game Boy Color that I happened to pick up yesterday, because I think it'd be interesting. I think some of you lot will like it and all, so yeah, and I love these old Nintendo things and all that. But first, a word from our sponsor, Muff Juice. Muff Juice, best for flavour and no compromise in vapor. Not available for sale to the public. All you can eat a dick, motherfuckers. Anyway, jokes aside. Yeah, I'm going to set up the camera and do like so you can see what my hands are doing and shit, and there you go. We'll go through the tools and bollocks that you're going to need when it comes to it. If you're here purely to watch the Nintendo crap and all that, and you might as well want to turn the fucking sound off, because I swear like a trooper and I don't give a fuck. So, but yeah, I'll get myself sorted out and we'll bring you cunts back. Right, we've got you lot set up. I think you can see, as we can see, it's not in too bad condition, but it is a bit fucking grubby. Yeah, it does seem to work alright and all, but we are missing the cover off the battery pack off the back, which is a shame. It came with this battery pack, which was dead, and no charger to charge it, which again was a shame. So, not sponsored. Obviously I got some good old dual cells, tested it, and it seems to work alright. Right, I want to go and make sure though it's 100% clean, because I like things to be my own fucking filth when I'm using it, you know what I mean? And plus I've seen quite a lot of other videos of people doing these, and well, I've wanted to do one myself, so. Right, I don't know if anyone knows more than me, or well, there's the back if there's any key information anyone knows, or you know what I mean. I don't think it's anything special. I think it's just a normal Game Boy. Right, you're going to need a little screwdriver set. Now what I've got is like a mobile phone repair set thing, but it's also got the tri-wing screwdriver, which you need to open anything Nintendo. Magnetic as well, which is lovely. And then we have this little memory mat here, which is also magnetic, so then we can remember where the screws came out of, so we don't fuck nothing up, which is nice, because, well, it could happen. I don't know if I said, but this is the first time I've taken one of these apart as well, so I might make some mistakes along the way, and you'll see. To clean things, what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to use isopropyl alcohol. I'm also going to then use some Mr. Sheen furniture polish on any plastic parts. Yeah, these are fairly robust little things. I mean, they're still working now, so much later on in time. It's amazing that they're still doing. This screw's being a little bit of a bug up. Yeah, but there are a few little issues they do get. So this is really going to be. Oh, that one doesn't want to come out. We'll figure that out in a minute. This is going to be like preventative maintenance, really, because like I say, it seems to function alright. I haven't had no issues with it yet. Although the only game I've played is the only game I've got. A little bit of Super Mario Brothers. Fucking lovely. It's favourite. So that's all sweet. And when I got it, I was like, oh, because this is a Game Boy Color. I couldn't remember whether they were backlit or not. Turns out they're not. And it's the old sit right direct under a light jobby, or go outside and get in the sunlight really to see it. And the kids was like, oh, that's a bit shit. I said, well, that's how things was back then. But like nowadays, you get PSP or something outside, that fucking thing ain't gonna work. You ain't gonna be able to see shit. I'll put that on there and that on there. God. Right, so as you see, in the battery tray, there's two there, two screws there. I've got one that's kind of sticking here, and another two at the top, and we should be able to lift this apart like so. There we are. That's the back of it. And we got a little bit of dust and muck in here, and a few random hairs, yuck. I don't know if you can see that. It's a bit disgusting. Oh, and people's dead skin, yuck. Yuck. Oh, great. That screw's decided to come out now and I've lost it. Always the bloody way. Always the bloody way. Oh, we'll worry about that later. Found it. We won't worry about it later. We've sorted it now. Sweet. Right. Now, basically, this is pretty much it. We should be able to lift this out as well. Because look at all that disgustingness. Ugh. Right, I think we've got to unscrew the board in 1, 2, 3 spots, and they look like they're a Phillips head screw. There's also a ribbon cable at the top here, which I'm hoping I don't have to fuck with, because I'm not very good at fiddly shit. I'm a bit heavy-handed, shall we say. Right, so a little Phillips head. See, that one looks about right. I don't know what size these are, by the way. They're just little fuckers and big fuckers to me. It's how it is. Alright, so we're going to put these in a different section on the board here, because they're from a different section there, so then we can remember where they went. I don't use that little, if they call it a memory map. I don't use it often, but when I do, it's like, oh, actually that was quite handy to use. I mean, if I was taking a car engine apart or something and I was removing valves and shit, I'd just jam them in a bit of cardboard the same place they came out, you know what I mean, and there you go. So that's how I'll roll. Right, that ribbon cable is attached at the top to everything else there, which I don't want to molest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it down like this, and we're going to gently flip it over, like so. Right, I don't know whether I got to my point about the old IPS, the backlight and stuff on this, but I've been looking at an IPS kit to give it a better screen and stuff, and so it looks bang on. They're about 40 quid off the internet, so not right now, but yeah, I'm going to get one of them. We'll get one of them installed. The kit I've seen has apparently got no soldering, and it looks really, really good. We'll see whether it actually is. It might turn out to be absolute dog wank. We never fucking know. Right, anyhow, back to cleaning this fucker. Now, the buttons and stuff, these always get grubby. Look at that. Ugh, can you see that? Yuck. That's other people's skin and shit. And oh, where's my tweezers? Let's get that out. Eee, yucky yuck. I'm going to clean this. I'm going to clean it with some isopropyl. I'm going to use a couple of rags, I think, because I ain't got no cotton buds, which is what my preferred method would be to scrub this board and that with, but hey ho, you gotta do what you gotta do with what you got at the time. Right, the slider switch here for, that's the on off, I believe, or it might have been the volume, I don't know. Oh no, volume's on the roller switch here if I remember correctly. Right, I don't know how good a shot you've got of that. Let's pull it back a bit here because I need to see it better. Right, we've got the speaker here, which is a weird looking little device. That is shitted up to fuck. Right, so we've got some isopropyl. I'm just going to put a tiny little bit in the cap. I don't know if you can see. Right, we'll put that there. Tiny little bit in the cap there. And I'm going to grab a microfiber because it's the softest thing that I've got. We're going to dip. And I'm gently going to clean all this filth from off this speaker, because that was disgusting. If you look at it now, that's loads cleaner. I'm going to get a dry bit. I'm going to just dry it off. Now the isopropyl is good to use on here, obviously with no power going to it and shit, because it evaporates off real quick, which is fucking nice. But I'm going to use that basically on the entire board very carefully, so as not to snag, break or disconnect something that's, well, we don't want to basically. Now these are the button pieces here, the connections for the buttons. So these obviously, we want these to be nice and clean. These are a common fault on fucking these when you buy, you see them listed for faulties on eBay and stuff. It's usually because these are fucking not working right. It's usually because of either shit on the back of the things there or shit on them there, which is more, as you can see, quite easy to sort out. Yeah, I suggest, like, if you've got like thick corrosion, to maybe use a soft toothbrush. But as you can see, this one is actually in really good condition board wise and stuff. It's just a bit scummy from age, and it's not from anyone's fault. It's just the way it is. It's old, it's been used lots. There you go. Right, now I'm going to try and use this to drop a little bit in this groove for the on off switch. Oh yeah, actually that brought some shit out with it. So then we can get it, click it backwards and forwards a few times to work itself into the connections. I'm going to leave it at the other end, and we're going to stick some more back in there again. There's like a little slot, it runs up and down. I'm just going to go a couple of little drips and then slide it backwards and forwards again. Now, as I say, this one didn't have no problems with the on-off switch. This is more like preventative maintenance. Now we can do a similar thing here with the sound wheel thing. I'm just going to get a bit of excess muck off it that's there in the first place. Yuck. I've broke this cocktail stick like that with a little bend on, and that helps me get that in there easier, which might work. It might fucking not, let's be honest. Now this would be a lot easier with a cotton bud because you could soak it, squeeze it in there, and yeah, let's try that with that. Let's try that with that. See if we can squeeze a bit in there with a rag. That's worth a try. And then we're going to turn this left and right, left and right, left and right. And to be fair, that's probably good if you've been having problems, and that's not an understatement. You probably are good there. Right, now I'm going to use this isopropyl, and I'm just going to run round. I don't know if you can see this. Let's spin the roll of the bitch again. Carefully avoiding to destroy that ribbon cable. Smooth that. Now we've got loads of filth and muck here. Now this is what I also use the cocktail sticks for, because you can get them in something like this and then run it through the groove with a bit of isopropyl on a microfiber being shoved right into the corner. Sorry, you can't really see that. Let me look at all this filth coming out. Disgusting. That's people's skin. Yeah, as gross as that sounds, that is exactly what it is. I like to get rid of all that. If I'm buying a controller or something from someone else, it's like, oh, that's disgusting. You know, I can't deal with that shit. I mean, I'm not the tidiest person in the world. I like ratty cars and bikes and things, but nah, fuck that, it's got to be clean. Right, the speaker cover here lets in a lot of dust and shit, which is obvious. It's just like a load of fucking holes. So make sure we give that a good clean, and then make sure we get it all up this other side as well. Get all that crud out of there. We don't want no crap in there no more. Bit more isopropyl. This bit's been a bit stubborn, so time for a cocktail stick again. Yeah, it's coming on beautiful now. Alright. So far so good. Right, another problem with these bad boys is shit in these holes here, and then it makes your buttons a bit sticky and that. So next job is to find something that will go in there, like so. We're again wrap some microfiber, dip it in some ISO, and we're gonna give it a clean. So now while you can see that, right, we're on that last profile, let's put some more in. Oh shit, no, I'm probably going to use all that in the end anyway, so that's not so bad. Yeah, a good scrub around in there. All that muck out. I'm going to flip it so make sure I get it from the other side to make sure there's no bits that I've neglected. There we go. Right, we'll do the front in a minute, we'll do the front in a minute. Calm your boots. It's got to keep seeing muck and I'm like, oh, get rid of it, yuck. Oh, we've got a little bit of some in here. Alright. Well, that's looking pretty nice so far on the inside. Well, give these a little clean. Looking nice. And again, same problems with the directional pads as with the A and the B button. So we've got to get this in there and get clean around the edges inside here to make sure that we don't get any sticky shit causing buttons to stick and ruining our game. Cobblers. You don't want to drop your microfiber on the floor and then probably put the fat face in shot as well, but never mind. Quick monster break. Right, so I'm fairly happy with the condition on the inside on the front case here, and I'm fairly happy with the condition of this. So now we're going to turn our attention to sorting the buttons out and then reassembling this front section and then looking at the back. So again, I'm going to clean these with isopropyl because that's like years of filth. Can you see? Oh, that's disgusting. And isopropyl kills fucking all germs. It's like, there you go, that's it, done. So there's no point arguing about that, that's how it is. So let's get it in there. I'm going to clean these up because I can't get my fingers right in there. Hopefully this pair of tweezers, yeah, it's actually working out nice. Alright, smush that in there. This bit's a bit more stubborn. Just come out nonetheless, just come out. A little bit stuck in this corner still. So there's still a little bit of scummy shit left on there. Clean that off. That was a bit more shitted up than it first appeared, but clean. Right, so we got directional buttons. Obviously, that just goes in there. I don't think there's a... Oh, actually, I'm a lying cunt. There is a locator tab, I forgot, and that's there. And that's the same for all the rest of them. You can't really fuck it up. There's a locator fucking tab. Now this 4 rubbery ding dong, I don't know what you're going to call it. This fucker is the actual buttons for the D-pad. Now that's the rubberized piece, but this is the piece that actually makes the connections on the motherboard. So this piece, you absolute tit. Right, well this piece is the bit that you want to clean the most, and now since I've poured ISO all over the fucking table, I better use it quick. At least, as I said in the first place, this stuff evaporates off quick. I probably won't have time to dry up, it'll just be gone. Right, so let's get these buttons done a bit quicker then. Right, leave that dry. Oh, look at all that mark that's come off that into there. That's done really good. As you can see all that mark, I'm not sure if you can. But that was all basically other people's skin and shit. Yeah, and if you're using a second-hand device or anything at the minute that you didn't clean when you got it, maybe this will make you think twice. Because, well, yeah, why would you? So even when I buy cars, it's like it's got to be clean. I mean, I can buy a shitter, it can look like a shitter, but it's got to be fucking clean. I can't deal with dirty cars. No way. Right, so the B button goes in there, and like I said a second ago, they've got like locators. You can't fuck up where it goes where it fucking goes. All that ISO's nearly evaporated off, so I didn't really waste any. I managed to get most of the buttons sorted. It was a little bit wasteful, mind, and leaving the lid off it like I have done as well and just noticed isn't actually a very good idea because it's evaporating off the whole time. What an idiot. Alright, I'll just put the lid back on that. Alright, one last bit of ISO left. That good clean. So be gentle with them. These things are available to buy on the internet, like spares. They won't be originals, obviously. You might be able to find some originals, but don't quote me on that crap. But yeah, if you find any, they're going to be reproductions. But they should work. They should be all good. Right, slider button. That needs a little bit of a clean. Lovely jubbly. I forgot to do these. Stop and start. Well, stop and start and select button. Sorry. You know, get my words out right. And they're just basically rubber doodahs, same as the rest of them. And these generally you don't really get a lot of problem with them, unless these little pads wear out, which is kind of sick. Alright, so let's get reassembling this side. I see you got some little tabs. They're like the locator tab pin things. They hold everything in the right place, so you've got them in the right place basically. And on there's a bigger one and a little one to know that you've got it up the right way, because obviously they're the same, but there is a correct and an incorrect way to fit it. Right, so now we're going to fold over this. We're going to place that speaker back in its speaker hole, and then we're going to proceed to clean the back with all the rest of this gubbins. I'm not sure how long this video is going to be. I hope it's not boring the shit out of you, but I thought this one would be interesting for people to see. Thought you'd like it. Something different, nice and easy one you can do yourself. I mean, I picked this up cheap for 30 quid. I mean, if you fancy a bit of old retro gaming yourself and you think, oh yeah, I used to have one of them when I was a kid or whatever, I mean, it's a cheap thing. You can buy one that's, someone can say, oh, the contrast wheel's a bit shitty, or the sound don't work properly, or whatever, and you can probably fix it with just a little bit of isopropyl, a couple of cotton buds, a cloth and what have you, and which is pretty cool, I think, especially for something this old. But then again, everything this old was made to last, wasn't it? It's not like stuff nowadays where it's made to expire really quickly and be absolute junk. So you have to buy another one, which is dog shit. So, right, so I'm actually ready to put the screws back in this side, and I'm going to put them in because, as you may notice, I've knocked them everywhere already. So I'm going to bang these back in. There's my screwdriver. Carefully making sure they're lined up properly, and I don't do my usual and go, oh, that's not quite going, and then force it in. As you can see, I've not done it up completely because I'm going to get one on either side, and I've noticed a bit of muck I've missed on the corner of this as well, so I'm going to get that straight away after. Let's chuck this third one in. That's not, there you go, that's going in square now. Don't know if you can see that. So now I've got all three of them in, and I know it's all lined up correctly. I can tighten them down. Now obviously, you don't have to tighten this down like you're doing your wheels on your car. You just need to nip it up, like so. Too tight, you're going to crack the fucking board, crack the fucking case, and then you fucked it. I'm happy with that. So a little bit of muck there, so there you go, that didn't wipe out of there properly. And this edge look. Yeah, we're golden with that. Right, sit that out of the way. So this side a little white. Now this looks fairly fucking clean. So it's just going to be a case of cleaning the edges off with this, it would seem. They're a bit shitty with, again, skin and funk and muck and jism, I don't know. It could be out. Could be out. I mean, that air we saw, who knows where that came from? Just saying. Yeah. And the good thing about these was, back in the day, if you ran out of batteries, you could always normally find spare batteries in your mum's top drawer, which was great. Not so great for her, but there you are. Right, this I believe is just a shielded piece. I'm just going to give that a clean without anything, because I don't want to cock anything up. I'm not sure whether I should remove it, although it does look like I can. But for this, I don't need to, so I ain't gonna. Right. Apart from a little bit there, little stubborn bit of muck there, that's all the muck removed from. Right, the camera went fucking dead, so the camera angle's changed a little bit, but putting it back together is basically a reverse of how you took the fucker apart. And then I like to use Mr. Sheen on anything I'm cleaning. Obviously I isopropyled it in the beginning, but I like to use Mr. Sheen on anything I'm cleaning. Smooth that out of there, and just give it a good polish. Use a nice soft microfiber cloth, work that shit in. Just a bit of dry bit, buffer up. So dry bit, that wasn't very dry. Now, get the back a little blast. Ideally, you'd have had a battery tray on there, so got a little bit of polishing now and there. There we have it. One beautifully clean GameBoy. Then I'm now going to put some Super Mario in and demonstrate to you it works. Oh. There you go. all sorted. So, as you can remember, you've got to get the light just right on these to be able to see them properly. That's why I'm thinking of doing the IPS display. But for now, that's it. Yeah, that's how you restore a Game Boy from a DMG to these Game Boy Colors, Game Boy Advances, etc. They're all pretty much the same inside when it comes to it. So I hope you get a little bit of information, a little bit of enjoyment out of this video, as once it's a bit informative. Yeah, I've got a new car already, project car for the channel, which was a little bit quicker than expected, but we'll bring that to you shortly. We'll come up with some plans and whatever for that, and yeah, today I got all the kids and that. I've been doing a bit of training this morning, so might go for a walk this afternoon. Don't know, I haven't decided yet. But I'm going to go finish this, upload it onto the old Tinterweb for you cunts and that, and then we'll see you next time. So give us a like, follow and subscribe and all that bollocks. If not, go and fuck yourself, and we'll catch you next time. Cheers.